Hi everyone, very glad to be here with Guillaume and Nadine. I'm Alban de Boisjoly, and today we're going to talk about client experience personalization in the industry. Guillaume, Nadine, do you want to say a few words about you?
Yes, hello. Donc, Claudine, I manage GENESYS for the French-speaking Africa and for France. Happy to be here.
Hello, Guillaume Dubrule, nice to be with you. Thanks for the invitation. I handle digital and marketing at Rexel. Just in 30 seconds, what is Rexel? We are a global B2B distributor in electrical goods. So basically, any electrical good that you would need to renovate a flat, or build a factory, or run a commercial real estate building, we are providing it to electricians, so professionals, in 19 countries around the world, with a turnover of close to 20 billion annually.
Thank you both for accepting this invitation. To start the discussion, and I would like to know what is client personalization with AI for you in your respective business. What can you say about it? And Guillaume, specifically, what could be the difference between web and online personalization versus point-of-sales personalization?
Yes, sure. So we have begun working around artificial intelligence at Rexel more than 6 years ago. And at that time, we started to work specifically on prediction of churn. So it's mostly offline. What are our customers that are very likely to go away and not be customers of ours within the next 6 months? So based on hundreds of parameters and an AI algorithm behind, we send every second week alerts on the CRMs to our sales force saying customer ABC is very likely to churn. So that's one example in the offline world. We also predict the best assortment in our branches. We have 2,000 branches, so 2,000 stores worldwide. And what is the best assortment based on the customer needs on these ones? We also predict with artificial intelligence. When it comes to online, which was another part of your question, so we do approximately 30% of our sales on digital channels, mainly on websites. And obviously, AI can play a strong role here. More recently, we developed chatbots, conversational chatbots for our customers to be able to ask any question and have real-time answers by an AI bot. And we also developed next best offer algorithms, so meaning recommendation on best products to buy based on the customer patterns.
Very clear. Thank you for the sharing. And Claudine, on your side, what are the key milestones? You're a tech provider. What are the key milestones that has been done in the past months and years? Also regarding co-workers on one side and clients on the other side.
Absolutely. So yes, as GENESYS, we developed software and cloud solutions to support the customer experience on one side and the employee engagement on the other. Indeed, Guillaume has given a few examples. What you can add is when there's a lot of predictive that can be used in terms of checking what your customers are doing on the website, and this analyze if you're going to let them come to you or if you're proactively and using what codes and what reasons going to go towards them. There's also, we're completely in the personalization, the search for the right resource, be it an automated resource or an individual, be it a contact center or a shop, a branch. So this you can do, and we've done historically with scripting, and obviously AI can flip the answer. And instead of saying, if this is this person and this motive, then you become able to say, this is what I want to achieve, AI, find me the right resource.
Okay, thank you. So both of you have enumerated a lot of different use cases that are commonly or that are currently adopted or in development. What is the most important challenge in terms of change of management? What are you facing in terms of let's say pain points, or what is at stake currently on change management?
So I can go first. Main challenge would be adoption, obviously. So we have an internal saying, and I guess it's also a challenge faced by many other companies out there. We call it the 10-20-70 rule, and I'm sure some of you are familiar with it. 10% of what you need to achieve is developing the algorithm. Okay, it looks the most complex part, but in the end, it's something that you can sort out on our end. It's done centrally. You analyze the different parameters, etc., and basically you crack it. 20% of it is to say, okay, you've built an engine, but then you need to tailor it because the specificities and the different states you are, for us in our different countries, are not the same. You know, the customer data is not exactly the same. You would have some business specificities, like in some, you would sell to a lot of installers. In other ones, you would have more industrial exposure. And it needs to be tailored and taken into account by the algorithm. And this is 20% of the effort that you need to do. And to overcome it, we also have adoption teams to tailor it to the specific needs. But then you have 70% of what you need to achieve, which is personal adoption. In our case, when you take the AI use case that is more broadly spread out at Rexel, it's, as I said in the beginning, alerts that a sales rep would receive on the CRM and say, this customer that you know very well, in fact, he's going to drop. And in 6 months from now, he's not going to be a customer of yours. And obviously, then the question from the sales rep is, you're kidding me. I know this customer. He's never going to leave. I've been with him yesterday, etc. And this was the most difficult part. To overcome it, invest a lot of time to come, see on the ground what is happening, which is a mix, by the way, of a central implementation team, but as well adoption team in all the different countries, in order to say, okay, it's okay to have questions, it's okay not to trust in the beginning, but here are the facts. We measure, we test afterwards, and in the end, to build trust. It takes time. For us, it took, probably from the moment we had the algorithm ready and the trust that is fully initiated, 18 months to 2 years of work. But it's the only way to get broad adoption and impact.
So the rule of 10, 20, and 70, and it's a very time-consuming process on your teams. Claudine, do you want to say a few words about it?
Yeah, I'm listening. Indeed, 70% is the adoption. So we're here to help, and we help by making things simpler. When our customers shift to our solutions, they're coming from 15, 18, 20 systems. We take it to 2, 3 systems, sometimes just 1. And so making it simple is hard work, so that it's invisible for the user. It's a lot of things that we do in the back. And for administrators, the system is a switch on, switch off. And then it's A/B testing. And because we're in France and we're engineers and we love to understand, once we've switched on, there's every API and ability to go deeper dive and adjust. But our job is to make it simpler so that there is less change management to roll out.
Okay, thank you. I propose to talk now about innovation. What's next? How AI and future innovation are going to impact or enhance further client experience personalization, according to you, Claudine?
Yeah, so Guillaume was mentioning all the use cases that are already deployed. But I'd say what is happening now is the basics already exist everywhere. Like chats are already here and they're widely deployed, but chats are going to evolve. We're going to have Gen AI-enabled chats. Then we're going to, instead of having one chat, we're going to have a multiplicity of chat that we're going to train using specific synthetic data. And then we're going to move towards self-developed bots. You're not going to be developing the bot. It's going to auto-develop for a specific use, which is cool. You take knowledge, it's already there. You have search. But wouldn't it be nice to have surfacing? It's listening to you while you're talking, and it's pushing content that makes sense, that's supporting you during the conversation. That's cool. A few weeks ago, it was the future. Now it's already in production. And if you see that we're moving towards more context and substance, what we're seeing is that today we have the agents that are assisted by systems, that are pushing knowledge and assisted by bots. Quite soon, we're going to dare use virtual agents in front of customers. We're not exactly there, but you've heard a few days ago acquisitions in the virtual agent space. And then progressively, those virtual agents are going to add use cases, are going to become context-aware is easy, but emotionally aware, and are going to reach a stage where they're going to be your personal concierge, able to have a completely personal interaction. And if you don't say that you're talking to a bot or a virtual agent, people are not going to be able to know. We're not there yet. Today's systems are predicting the next word. They're not thinking. But it's not rocket science, and it's not the end of the century. So we're just scratching the surface.
I'm glad you're physically here, because I know I'm not talking to a bot. So thank you for this new update and your share of vision of what it's becoming for clients on the day-to-day life. Guillaume, on your side, we know that there are a lot of investments performed by companies and people in AI on personalization. What does GenAI open in terms of opportunity for Rexel?
Yeah, so fully concur with what you said, Claudine, on you know, the additional elements that those technologies are bringing. For us, the big difference was basically now with GenAI, we can handle unstructured data. And on the few use cases I talked about before, predicting the assortment in a branch or predicting what customers are going to churn, you handle structured data. You handle hundreds of parameters, but it's still structured data. Where we see a big impact on generative AI is to help our sales force. And as a distributor, we don't produce goods. We buy goods from manufacturers and we sell them to our customers. So it's all about mostly sales and logistics. And on sales, making sure that you can handle customer demands in the right way, emails, voice, telephone, and so on. And gain time and efficiency to focus on what brings value add is important, and we are investing in it. Now, another comment also on how to catch the GenAI wave, or at least our personal experience in the past months. We went through a phase of ideation for, call it 6 months, where we spread out across the company. Let's think GenAI and think how GenAI can help. But then it's only a means. And we came up with a lot of ideas. You know, I'm sure, like a lot of you, we had our own instance of ChatGPT, making sure that our customers are asking questions to this Rexel GPT, etc. But I think the risk is to stay on some fancy use cases that in the end don't bring a lot of value. And where we are at right now is to say, okay, very good. A lot of it will continue to live its own life, like, you know, developing knowledge bases, asking questions, getting the answer. That's good. It helps the daily life of your employees, but it's not going to be a revolution in the P&L impact for the company. So now we focus on fewer ones. And digitization of inside sales processes is one of them. The other one is personal interaction on the web shops with GenAI.
Okay, thank you for sharing this. It is one maybe most important topic around GenAI, and some other class has already talked about this topic, which is ethic. What must be done according to you? What is at stake in your respective company and with your respective clients? What do you need to protect, to ensure, and to guarantee for these people?
Yeah, so ethics is one, and it starts already with compliance, which is the initial basic layer with data compliance and GDPR, health data for such industries that need it. From ethics perspective, we as Genesys tend to see it as you develop it, it's by design. It's not an afterthought, otherwise you're in trouble. You detoxify before you train, otherwise you're also in trouble. You need to have transparent systems. You cannot operate with black boxes where customers don't understand what's happening inside the system. And it's all a matter, we call it a balancing act. It's not because you can put AI that you have to put AI. So it's using it where it makes sense. And also what we tend to say, that's not ethics, that's efficiency. We do it native, and we need to be very agile because the models are shifting very fast. And as they shift, we need to follow the models towards those that bring more value. And we also tend to be open, like we have everything in-house that's needed, but we like the bring your own possibility. And then you get into a system that fits to many situations.
Do you want to say a few words?
Yeah, on our side, so obviously we pay extreme attention to ethics and compliance issues. When it comes to AI, first point is that when you look at the European Act for AI, you have 3 categories depending on the level of data that you're handling. For us, as a B2B distributor, we don't handle personal data, and all our customers have an account. So they already agreed that we know who they are, and we register whatever they are doing. So it has put us basically in the spot where I would say we are more or less already on the safe side compared to B2C or a lot of companies that need to ask for consent. Still, we pay cautious attention to it, especially when it comes to, do you use AI in recruiting, for example, which is always a touchy topic. And we have put in place the right committees to make sure that, it's not only a business discussion, but legal is also in the play, and you play in the ring fence.
Okay. Many thanks for sharing all this information with us. It was my last question. It was a pleasure to listen and to have this discussion with you. We can take now any question you may have regarding this share of experience.
And maybe before taking the question, one last point, because we did not touch on sustainability, but obviously sustainability is a key topic for us all, and also for Rexel, given the stake where we operate, electrifying the world. We also use AI on sustainability topic, like calculating the carbon emissions that our customers would have. We actually develop services for our customers to quantify this impact. And we also see the role of AI in helping getting faster solution when it comes to sustainability, especially in a market like the European market, where more and more customers are asking for, okay, I want to see in a measurable way the carbon footprint of my activities, and we all have a role to play in this. And last point, we are hiring. So if there are talents, that want to join an innovative company with strong data teams and on sustainable topics, you know where to find us.
We're hiring too, so if you're interested in cloud and AI and customer experience, do come our way.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you all.